Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
That is the last dinner party. Brian and Kenzie on Q101 coming up. It's a Mount Rushmore. We've done the Mount Rushmore of cheese, the Mount Rushmore of potatoes, and since the second quarter finished yesterday, we're getting this in right before July 4th weekend. The Mount Rushmore of the greatest events in American history in our eyes. Me, Brian, Kenzie, and Case. We'll go through them all at 7:50, and you can play along and also jump in on you. What do you think? In 250 years of America, what do you think the greatest events are? Now, this isn't a history lesson. This is going to be pretty interesting of what we choose individually. And the highly requested Mount Rushmore, by the way, so if you haven't done one yet this year, or this quarter, I should say. So that's on the way. In the meantime, with July 4th weekend coming up, I want to make sure everybody knows the rules because it's a general thought process that we know that Indiana, for example, their rules allows the purchase and discharge of consumer-grade fireworks. For anyone 18 or older, you can legally shoot them off on your own property, someone else's property with permission, or a designated site.
That's right.
That's about it. Indiana's rules of fireworks are pretty basic and simple.
Yeah, they keep it simple.
They keep it ready to go and celebrate
They got
America.
a very fluid policy.
It's just go get them.
You buy them, you own them, okay?
Yeah. Now, Illinois, not simple.
Less fluid.
Less fluid, more difficult. I just want to make sure no one gets arrested. Like Carpentersville, for specific, we talked about them a while ago, how they have new laws enacted where they're not going to give you a warning. They're just going to give you a fine right away. It could be a $100 ticket right away if they come to your house and stop you from blowing up fireworks. So that's Carpentersville specific. But generally, the state of Illinois, here is the rules. According to the Office of the Illinois State Fire Marshal, to legally use consumer fireworks in Illinois, you must be the following. Inspected by the American Fireworks Standards Laboratory, must be ground-mounted or no handheld consumer fireworks are approved. So that's nothing in your hand. I mean, not blowing off your hand, but at least holding
Why
it.
would anybody light it off via their hand?
Well, I used to throw thunder bombs or M80s or hold a Roman candle and shoot them at each other.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Bottle rockets. You never threw a bottle rocket?
I've never launched a firework, so I don't...
What?
I've never done it.
Oh, my goodness.
I have to admit, while I love fireworks, I've also never launched one.
What? Oh, your poor childhood.
Well, I didn't have friends to shoot bottle rockets at. I was going to aim them at myself.
Well,
but...
we don't need to get into a therapy session here.
But...
Oh, my whole childhood memories are
You were
M80s.
lighting off fireworks?
Yeah, well, on 4th of July weekend, not every day of the year.
Your childhood, the only thing we know about your childhood is that you drank beer in the woods and that you lit off fireworks.
So does it sound good to you?
I'm proud to
Free
be
day.
an American.
Because I know that land is free.
That's not the lyrics.
I don't know.
I don't know.
And I remember one time holding, I
How
held,
do you not know the next line?
proud to
Where at
be
least I
an
know I'm
American
free.
because I know my land is free.
That's not, well, the land is not free.
That's not it?
No, we typically vote against rent control.
God bless the USA lyrics.
You don't look up the lyrics?
Right now I do. I'm sorry.
This is like the Kit Kat commercial on The Office.
Break me up a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Fancy feet.
And I'm proud to be an American where at least I know I'm free.
Yeah.
I just said that 2 minutes ago.
I know, but I had to read the lyrics to be specific.
You do not believe me.
You thought you were trying to get one over on him?
So the laws in Illinois are very, very strict as we go through them. As I said, Indiana's pretty loose, but it says labeled 1.4G consumer must be 1.4S fireworks classified by the UNO 337 intended for outdoor consumer use. I don't understand that. I'm not sure on that one.
Say it one more time.
Labeled, the fireworks must be labeled 1.4G consumer.
Okay, so when you buy fireworks, just take a look and make sure they're labeled 1.4G consumer.
Yeah. Now
You don't have to label them. You're not at the factory.
I know, but I just want to. The laws. So most fireworks are illegal.
It's probably just a less severe one, I'm assuming is what that is.
I mean, it says basically the summary of it is most fireworks are illegal under state law in Illinois, and the list of approved consumer fireworks are extremely narrow.
Yes.
So I'm basically saying that it's not really legal to
It's
do
like a
it.
sparkler's the one thing with a 1.4G rating.
But then a sparkler's handheld, and I was wondering about that.
We got to put it in the ground and light it.
I think sparklers are that would probably more likely start a fire than your hand.
Well, here it
I'll
is.
just put it in my planner box.
It's a very, very short list. Approved consumer fireworks in Illinois are limited to cones, including showers of sparks, fountains, and repeaters, also known as cakes.
And those little boxes you put, and they just kind of like.
Yeah.
Is that what that
Well,
is?
it's a cone, though. I used to have those cone things that become like a whole volcano of sparks.
Sort of like at the hibachi place when they do the onion volcano.
That's
Those are fun.
They got the guy that pees in them.
Yeah, but don't eat these cones. No, don't do that. And then mines, comets, tubes, shells, fancy florals, and parachutes. Those are allowed.
What I'm getting from this
I
is,
feel like you didn't list a firework.
yeah, I feel like you listed gardens. I think what we're getting from this is that we need to go over to your house, Brian, because I know you have illegal fireworks, and we do need to set them off on the 4th.
But then, okay, will you take a hit for me then? Will you get arrested for me?
Brian,
No.
you got to take the hit on this one.
But you're going to enjoy and barbecue, and then I go.
No, because if you get life in prison, you only have a little bit of life left compared to Case and I.
And lighting off illegal fireworks typically gets you life in prison.
So it's the smart thing to do.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, the rules of fireworks. We have that coming up. A lot of people don't necessarily know all the Illinois rules of fireworks. We're going to lay those out for you so you don't get arrested this weekend. It'd be great if you didn't do that. First, a fact that makes your brain go. In 2018, this peaked in music history, and now we're at an all-time low with it in music history. We'll tell you what the answer is in a second. Kenzie guessed Club Bangers. Sample, Enrique Iglesias, I Like It. And some sample of the lyrics here of that song, that Club Banger, which is, I guess, do you still play this? Have you heard this song recently, Kenzie? Have you played this recently?
Probably I haven't clubbed it a little bit. I don't even know if I would play at a club anymore.
So some of the lyrics are, Baby, I Like It. The way you move on the floor. Baby, I like it. Come on and give me some more. Oh, yes, I like it. Screaming like never before. Baby, I like it. I like it. Girl, please excuse me if I'm misbehaving. Oh,
I really don't want to hear you do it anymore. Can we hear Enrique?
I'm trying to keep my hands off, but you're begging me for more.
Oh, interesting. She's
Round-
asking for it.
Round, 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 give me a low, low, low. Let the time pass because we never getting old. That's a banger.
Yeah, wow, that's really beautiful. Hug your loved ones close.
But to Kenzie's point,
It's
people.
a club banger. I didn't say it was, you played at a baptism. What do you mean? Hug your loved ones close.
Do you play songs at a baptism?
I don't know.
I don't have a baptism playlist.
Hymns.
Can our Jewish people check in on a baptism? Oh, I'm sorry, not a baptism. I was thinking of a bar mitzvah. Oh, God. Bar mitzvahs are parties.
No, bar
Bar
mitzvahs.
mitzvahs absolutely will play this song.
Club bangers.
They would play that at a bar mitzvah.
I don't know about a baptism,
No,
though.
when Harper got baptized, I don't remember a playlist.
I remember a lot of bangers at that baptism.
Yeah. So Case guessed white rappers, a.k.a. like a Little Peep, rest in peace. White emo rappers.
Just white rappers in general.
White rappers, we're at an all-time low. Both of those are wrong, but here's what it is. All-time high in 2018 in music history, all-time low right now, explicit music by the definition of the music industry.
Oh.
Explicit music was 74% of music in 2018. That means
Club bangers. This is what I'm talking about.
Club
I'm
bangers.
right.
Well, I'll give you the definition of what explicit, what gets you the label in a second, but it's down to 13% now.
Wow.
People apparently don't like profanity or sexual lyrics, and here's what it is. This is what warrants an explicit label, which you see even on, like, let's say, your Spotify, the E is next to it, like a podcast where they might say F. There's an E next to it.
It's like the King of the Hill episode, and we'll get the audio during the commercial break, where Bobby's CD shopping, and Hank says, whoa, 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 I've been advised there are explicit lyrics in this album. And Bobby goes, that's just there for the advertising. It entices.
And it did.
It's funny. I'll get the audio.
So, explicit lyrics, maybe to Kenzie's point on a club banger, strong language, curse words, profanity, sexual content, sexual behavior, intimacy, or explicit acts. Violence or abuse, physical or mental harm, or violence or self-harm. Substance abuse. I didn't know substance abuse would be in there if get an explicit label.
Bad news for Alice in Chains.
Illicit drug or excessive alcohol consumption, club bangers. Or
What is anybody even singing about? This is like everything.
That's a good point. Or even discriminatory language, like, well, we don't want this. We want an E on this. We don't want this at all. Hate speech, racism, homophobia, or other offensive terminology. That music can go. We don't need that. But the other stuff's kind of, I guess abuse isn't fun. Substance abuse is kind of fun. Sexual content's fun. Strong language can be fun.
Does it say why there's been a decline? Because I have a theory on this.
Let me see if it goes a little further in the study. It just says It's two factors. That first, people listening now are very more nostalgic and want those, especially since the pandemic, want something to make them feel good more than like think, I guess.
Like a doo-wop song?
Yeah.
Is that the nostalgia they're looking for?
And I will say this, maybe a doo-wop song, but also, and this is what the study says, this is not me saying that. This is a decreasing popularity of hip-hop and rap.
Yes. No, I mean, that industry's in trouble right now. I think this coincides with the rise of country crossing over. All these hillbillies are singing about like pickup trucks, and they're not swearing like these rappers used to do.
We used to be a country.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Another stacked sports on the way after Jack White with Cubs, White Sox, Mexico. We'll get to all of it coming up in sports in just about 5 minutes. But first, we did the fact that makes your brain go. And it seems to be really taking hold, this fact, blowing people's minds, that in 2018, it was an all-time high. In fact, it was 74% of music had what categorizes as explicit lyrics in their music, and it's at an all-time low now of 13%. All-time low in history, low. And they say it's based on some things like a nostalgia factor of, let's say, people want to hear Foo Fighters Everlong, instead of something maybe newer. We have a great, fantastic new music here at Q101, but a lot of nostalgia going on with that. Case thought it was kind of a country crossover situation. Also, a big problem in hip-hop and rap, the decline in popularity right now. Actually, it's in a lot of country songs right now, hip-hop and rap. It's all mixed together now. Now, Kenzie guessed it was a decline in club bangers, which brought up her fave, one of her faves, I should say, not the fave.
Yeah, you were like, name a club banger, and this is one of the first things that popped into my head.
Enrique Iglesias, I Like It. This is that one.
Girl, please excuse me if I'm misbehaving. Oh, you're trying to keep my hands off, but you're begging me for more. Round, 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 baby, low, low, low. Let the time pass, 'cause we're never getting old.
And we almost lost Kenzie. We got to stop it now. Otherwise, she starts twerking on the console.
You didn't let it happen.
I know, but HR can't have me twerking.
Like,
You
it's
twerking
good
on the
song.
console.
Wait, let it happen.
Well,
You gotta scream, baby, I like it.
I got to get to Baby, I Like It.
You gotta yell it.
Boy, is he handsome.
Ready? Oh,
Well, they just don't write him like that anymore.
it's like my soul floats above my body.
For that song?
I'm looking down on it after.
That's like the type of song that I'd buy a Kia to. I don't know if I would listen to it in my own time.
That's so good. When you were out drinking and Enrique came on. Oh,
I can see Kenzie's face right now, and right now she's childless. And she's at Excalibur.
I mean,
She's drinking vodka and Red Bull, and she's on the bar.
She's on the bar.
And there's another girl that tried to get up on the bar, and they said no, get down. And then Kenzie got up, and they said, yeah, you can get up.
yeah.
You know what, for you?
Yeah, you can get up there.
What a time.
And the bartender passed his number to her, like, hey, I'll let you get up on the bar. How about call me?
Okay.
The scene just got set by the look on your face is glowing right now, and I've seen that look.
You get up on the bar, why don't you call me later?
Bartenders would do that all the time.
They would let women up on the bar and then say, hey, you have to call me later?
Well, they would do you a favor that they would let other women do, and then they'd say, am I right, Kenzie? And then they'd go like, hey, so what are you doing this weekend?
I was friends with all the bartenders.
Yes.
I mean,
Shocking.
yeah. We were close.
Yeah. Very close.
So you read the lyrics, Brian, in your voice.
I did. And there was a massive, this is not my choice. But
No, I will say this to make you sound less egotistical, that there was a massive request on the text line for you to read those lyrics again, but not in your voice, not in Brian voice,
right?
But rather in Bane voice.
Right. And
it's been a while since we've heard from Bane.
It's been a while, and he was, listen, BBC America was playing Dark Knight Rises all weekend. I watched parts of it and forgot how good Bane is.
Shouldn't they have been covering a war instead?
Nah.
Okay. Silly me.
Well, as you said when you
Stuff happened Friday in that war, but whatever.
As you said when you reviewed Dark Knight Rises, in cases only saw the third of the trilogy, that he said Bane was misunderstood.
Misunderstood.
Yeah, misunderstood guy.
He seems like a nice guy.
So I'll do the chorus part that I played there in the Bane voice. So this is by request from you. So here we go.
You're welcome.
Girl, please, excuse me if I'm misbehaving. Oh, I'm trying to keep my hands off, but you're begging me for more. Round, 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 give it low, low, low. Let the time pass, 'cause we're never getting old.
There we go.
You know, that's a good Bane song because he's often known for misbehaving.
Yes. And he doesn't keep his hands off anybody in that movie.
Kenzie, do you think Enrique Iglesias wrote that song about Bane?
No, I think you wrote it about me.
Yes, of course he did. Of course he did. Of course he did.
I've always considered you to be a little Bane-like.
Yeah. So there you go. Again, a pretty staggering fact there. Also, Case brought up that there was a King of the Hill clip about explicit CDs. Again, the fact was that in 2018 it peaked with the most explicit music, and now we're at a low in 2026 of 13% of music has explicit content.
And you are going through some of the guidelines for what makes a song explicit, which either gets the little E next to it digitally or the parental advisory sticker if you're buying a physical album.
Yeah.
And it made me think of the King of the Hill scene where where Hank doesn't like the music that Bobby's listening to, so they go CD shopping together, and this is what that sounds like.
We had these things called songs. They were 2-minute stories about people falling in love or burning down Georgia. But I guess Hollywood decided we needed more criminals yelling about their lady friend's baby place. Did you pick out your new album? Whoa, red flag, Bobby. I have been advised to listen to this record.
They put that sticker on everything. It's part of the artwork. It entices.
I love the it entices.
It entices.
I think about that all the time.
Oh, God. Because during the song, the commercial break, I was explaining to Kenzie about how, Tipper Gore, if you know Al Gore, invented the internet, ran for president, and his wife was really up for these parental advisory stickers back in the 90s, and even, I guess, starting in the 80s, really. And but then it went through the 90s, and, from the band Two Live Crew, credits that parental advisory sticker for making the band because they fought against it. Like, people went in Congress, all these rock stars went there and said how bad it is. And it was on MTV.
Dee Snider wore really tight pants in front of Congress.
I believe Bono showed up, too.
Yeah, Bono's everywhere. There was a crisis in the music industry. Of course, Bono showed up.
Yeah, but Luke Skywalker Campbell said that if it wasn't for that parental advisory sticker, he wouldn't have, 7 homes.
And that's a guy who sang a lot about his ladies' baby-making parts.
It's enticing. But now you just see the E, whatever. You just see it on your screen.
Well, you don't see it anymore.
I know.
Well, you do on Spotify. There's E and not E options right next to the song.
Does our podcast have an E by it?
It depends what we talk about.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, me and Kenzie have both dropped swear words on the air.
You guys let it fly like you're into Live Crew. It's a family show. Let's relax.
We're trying to get people, we're trying to make it look sexy.
Get those podcast numbers up, man.
Trying to make it look sexy.
Because Kenzie, fine, but this over here, not sexy.
No.
Put a big E sticker on it.
I should get a tattoo E on my neck.
Yeah, that's what you should do as a father.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Well, here we go. Are you ready? Decided very late after the show yesterday. Usually we promote these for weeks on end, like the Great Potato Debate. That was at least a week. But we'll get to it, and this is it, the Mount Rushmore.
Brian and Kenzie, the biggest story of the day.
Q101.
America is 250 years old, July 4th. Long run there. Not compared to other countries, but for us, it's pretty good.
That's a good run, though.
It's a great run.
250?
250. You know what? Let's freaking go. Celebration proper for America 250. And at the end of the show afterward, we just kind of did the obvious realization. We should do a Mount Rushmore. We haven't done one since the Mount Rushmore of potatoes, which Kenzie almost vetoed because thought it was low class. We were on site in Universal, and she didn't want to do it there. And we didn't do it there. We came home. She didn't use a veto. And we did it, and it was outstanding. We also did Mount Rushmore of cheese last year.
Yeah, and again, normally we'd hype these up for a week. We'd spend a lot of time going over YouTube videos, reading textbooks, looking at things to sort of inform our opinion. I did think about this idea for the show yesterday after the show, quick turnaround time. But you know what? We've all lived in America for a long time now.
Right.
We've all read the history books. We know America.
Yes.
Now's the time to celebrate Mount Rushmore of the greatest moments in American history.
And if you're not new to the show, Mount Rushmore, when we say that, is the top 4 of all time.
It's like the Mount Rushmore.
There's four presidents on there.
This is the most fitting Mount Rushmore we've ever done, because Mount Rushmore are kind of a big thing in America.
Cheese, potatoes, now the greatest events in U.S. history. Kenzie, I've never seen her so nervous before, because you should relax. This is something that, now, this is all opinion. There's no wrong answers here. It's my thought.
See?
Well, we can chastise and ball bust each other over the choices.
For the Mount Rushmore.
There's no wrong decision, but we can chastise you.
Yeah, I guess there are wrong answers.
I just want to point out, Kenzie, for the Mount Rushmore potatoes throughout potato salad. There are wrong answers.
F you, I stand by that.
See how fun that is?
See, Kenzie, you're having fun.
You die on those
Not
hills.
having fun.
You die on those hills for potato salad.
I love potato salad. How dare you?
This is an
It's
opinion.
a hot day. You're going to wish you had some today, you POS.
So there's no wrong answers, but we can chastise each other, and you can chastise us on the text line at 312-967-8300. Now, here's the thing. Before we get started, we have to explain what happened, because first when we told Kenzie after the show yesterday,
you guys texted me.
And then we said we better just call, because texting, she already left. We better get on the phone here. And a debate began about we have to take something off the table in this Mount Rushmore, because if she doesn't put it in there, people are going to think she's racist, I think, or whatever.
It speaks to Kenzie. Like, we're all super paranoid. That's why this show works. It's 3 hyper-paranoid people. But Kenzie's paranoia works in a really unique way, where I told her, hey, this is what we're going to do. And, Kenzie, what was your first thought?
I was like, well, we have to take slavery off of the table.
Meaning, by the way, freeing the slaves.
Yes.
One of the greatest events in American history.
We all love that they got free.
Love it.
Obviously, that's like the biggest thing. And you can't, like, it's all going to be boring if we all have it on our list. It's going to be horrible if we don't all have it on our list.
But
we can't do that.
But that's your brain working that way, because no one would have thought that you were a bad person if you didn't put it on the list.
Yes, you would have.
Because this is not historically accurate necessarily. This is more about us. It's about what we think.
Right, but if that's not the biggest thing to you, then what does it say about you?
This is why we took slavery off the table, meaning freeing the slaves.
Yes.
Not having it here wasn't that was the best moment. No, the freeing, obviously, big one.
Yes. So that is
and
off the table.
And it's stupid if we all have the same list full of like the super important like rights that everybody received. Like, they can't just be everybody's list. That's not fun.
We don't know each other's lists, but I don't think all of us put the Declaration of Independence on there, which is a great document. It's pretty cool that it happened. I think it's our personal thoughts of the greatest events in U.S. history in the last 250 years. There's no wrong answers, but we can chastise and ball bust. So we don't know each other's lists. I was going to go first. We drew straws. But we're also, myself and Case thought, we have to hear Kenzie's list unaffected by hearing other answers.
Because I'm going to change mine if I go last.
If I went first,
changing it.
You would have changed it. Yeah. So this way we're getting the real list if you go first.
I plan on using the next 20 minutes to research.
Kenzie, before we hear any of your Mount Rushmore, are there any things that you cut from the list that almost made it? Because I'll say, I had my first initial thought, which is on my Mount Rushmore. The second thought I had turns out happened in England. Couldn't put it on the list the way I was hoping.
Does that make you feel better?
It didn't, because I was sitting there going, I don't know anything that happened here last week. It's unbelievable when you feel on the spot how all of a sudden nothing's happened in America ever, in my mind.
And so many things have happened.
Yeah.
Right, but it was very frustrating. And then I was Googling stuff, and it was all, gobbledygook boring, like not what I wanted to use.
Declaration of Independence, boring.
Yeah, like, I mean, what, every amendment's going to be in my day, like, in the top 4? Like, I can't have that. So I am going to give my personal statement before doing this.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't want to hear jack squat. You guys can do whatever you want. This is my list, so can it?
This is like the jackass warning where it's like you and your friends need to not try these stunts at home.
I would like to say that I chose everything that has to do with people's rights would have just taken up the list immediately. So the ending of slavery, the ending of segregation, gay people being allowed to be married, women being able to vote. That would have just been like, oh, okay, like they're there. So I didn't choose any of those because they all beat the list. Any human right beats the list, okay? But like, then we need even more than 5 slots, and like, what? That's kind of not fun to just list all those.
It's amazing how you don't care about rights for people, Kenzie. It really is.
It's true. And everybody should DM Kenzie saying that she doesn't care about rights.
So that is...
It's Kenzie K on air, just so you know.
I'm also being forced to do this against my will, and I think that's important for everybody to know.
Will.
Now, Kenzie,
I didn't want to do it.
You're sweating. I know it's hot in here because our air conditioning's broken and outside it's over 100 degrees. Do you want to take a breather for 2.5 minutes and come back and give us the list?
Okay,
With
but
all-
remember,
with all those-
and then I said that 2.5 minutes later.
It's kind of why I want to play a song so people forget she said that before we do her list.
I'm going to say it again.
People just tune in.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Again, Sum 41 for John and Maryville, who wanted a real good American song for the weekend, even though they're from Canada. But that's okay. That's okay. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and we're getting ready to do the Mount Rushmore start with Kenzie here in just a moment. We're excited about Kenzie's list of the greatest events in U.S. history in the last 250 years in celebration of July 4th weekend. First off, Jay checked in with a few. Real quick, he said going to the moon, becoming the best military in the world, being the best country in the world, and creating the atomic bomb. Now, Jay, I'm not going to judge your list, except I was going to put creating the atomic bomb on my list.
Complicated legacy.
I went through a whole 3 hours yesterday of finding out that really saved lives, creating the atomic bomb. But then around 50, 60 years of the Cold War wasn't great either. So I took it off my list, Kenzie, just so you know. Creating the atomic bomb is not on my list. Maybe it's on yours. We're about to find out.
Okay, and really fast, if you're just joining us, all forms of human rights, ending of slavery,
You can't
ending of
do that
segregation,
again.
women's votes. No, because you're trying to cut it out. Women being able to vote, gay people getting able to be married. Obviously, all that's more important than this, so we're not doing that. We're not doing the human rights segment of this because that would just be everybody's list because it's the most important, okay?
Brian, wouldn't it be awesome if our lists were just human rights things? We made Kenzie look like a bad person.
Guys, I'm not going first. I'm not
See,
doing it.
I think she thinks that's what's going to happen. So obviously,
I'm not
Kenzie.
going first now. I know
No.
this is what you're
Kenzie,
doing.
if it makes you feel any better, I don't have any human rights on my Mount Rushmore.
Let me look at my list real quick. Nope, no human rights. No, I promise you, no human
I'm going to be
rights.
super mad if you guys have human rights on your list.
First off, Kenzie, freeing the slaves not on your list? Duh. I swear to God, we're not going to do that, Kenzie. We wouldn't do that. We love you. We're not going to do that.
Fine,
You're in a safe
okay.
place. You're in the tree of trust. Let's hear your list of the greatest events in U.S. history in the last 250 years in your eyes, besides all that right stuff.
Okay.
That mumbo
July
jumbo.
12th. Listen, July 12th, 1896. Bring any bells to anybody?
It doesn't.
It was the first public beach in America.
Okay.
Yeah. I love beaches.
And where was it?
Massachusetts. Our
Massachusetts.
beaches definitely got better later, but still.
I'm assuming that might be Cape Cod.
I don't know. But did you know that America invented the beach?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Kenzie, that's great. I'm not going to chastise you for that. I love the beach.
I don't know if you could invent a beach. I think those were kind of
Well,
there.
it's not like the French figured it out. They had all this sand and all this water, but they didn't come up with beach.
I mean,
But that was the first one.
I mean, someone out there with a towel and laid down and go, why don't we do this?
Yeah. Hey, you know what I want to do? Kick it. I want to play spike ball right now.
Spike ball's so fun.
Kenzie, is the creation of spike ball on your Mount Rushmore?
It is not. It ends with beach.
Okay, so the beach, Kenzie, I like it so far. I'm not
Beach
gonna,
is good,
I like
right?
that. I do like that one.
Okay. October 5th, 2005. Ring any bells.
I got fired from the zone. I'm not joking. It was exactly October 2005.
I started kindergarten.
I don't want to do it.
You got to do it now.
It was the first Twilight book was published.
Oh my God. Good gravy. And no freeing the slaves, huh? No.
Hey, stop it. So this is a big thing for me. This was kind of a huge part of my adolescent years. I even took a trip with my cousin to Forks and La Push. I decided in junior high to change my entire personality and try to act like Bella and be introspective. I thought that if I pretended I hated my birthday and was sad, I don't know, a vampire would be into me or something. So this really formed a huge part of my life that I still have interest in today.
And Kenzie, speak to the impact it had on the culture of America at large.
Well, this is my list.
Okay.
Right. But it is the greatest events in U.S. history.
For me.
Yeah,
right. This was one of the greatest things that happened for me here.
Do you think it affected a lot of America, that book?
Do you think it changed our culture?
I think it changed our culture.
Okay.
I think that we completely view vampires and werewolves completely different than we ever would have before. I'll tell you what, it really changed life. A lot of people who live in Forks and La Push forever. They were some of the smallest towns in America. And they can't really, they're crowded now.
Okay.
This is a big deal.
All right. So
It basically brought us Robert Pattinson. He wasn't as famous as he was. That was a huge deal.
That's true. That really changed our culture.
It did.
He did a bunch
Think
of
of all the movies.
I know. The drama.
I can't imagine America without this book.
Yes.
I really can't.
I can't imagine my life without it.
Okay, give us number 3 on the Mount Rushmore of greatest events in U.S. history.
Okay. May 11th, 1971.
May of 1971. Woodstock? Maybe. No, it was
1969.
Oh, yeah.
May 11th, 1971.
Yep.
Mariano Martinez in Dallas, Texas made the first frozen margarita.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
Hell yeah.
What
It started at Mariano's Mexican cuisine restaurant. Isn't that awesome?
Well, for me, so again, this is the greatest events in U.S. history. I don't like margaritas because I don't like rum or tequila. Just I drank tequila.
Rum? You mean tequila?
Well, I guess tequila's margarita, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I drank a bottle of El Toro tequila in college. I can't drink tequila anymore. So I really haven't experienced a real margarita.
I love margaritas. They're my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first frozen one. He was inspired by the 7-Eleven Slurpee machine.
Really?
Yes.
So it was a ripoff.
Well, it was inspired.
Or inspired.
Yeah.
He was like,
Deftones
whoa,
inspired a lot of bands.
we should put tequila in here.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You don't think how many people walked into 7-Eleven and go, boy, like I say with everything, Case brings up some kind of Mountain Dew flavor. I go, that'd be good with vodka in there.
Yeah.
And this guy just said tequila in there, and no one thought of that before him.
He did it. That's the difference. He's an American entrepreneur. He's an inventor. He changed the culture.
Yeah.
And that exact machine, the initial machine, is at the Smithsonian National Museum of American History.
Is it
You
work?
can go see the first frozen margarita machine.
Is it operating? Can I get a margarita when I'm there at the
Probably
Smithsonian?
not.
That's
It's
too
probably
bad.
behind glass case.
Behind the glass case.
With security lasers so Kenzie doesn't sneak in and steal it.
That's exactly what I would take for the Smithsonian.
Okay, Kenzie, and number 4 on the Mount Rushmore? Oh, she's afraid.
August 26th,
She hesitated.
2010.
Yep.
August 26, 2010.
2010, August.
The most infamous thing ever aired on TV.
You know it?
I think I know it.
The infamous Jersey Shore Who Wrote the Note episode.
Oh.
Nookie and JWoww. The Letter, Season 2, Episode 5, Miami.
Kenzie, this list is
A
fantastic.
moment that'll go down in history. That letter should be at the Smithsonian.
Kenzie, do you have the transcription of the note that you can read really quickly?
Oh my God. Hold on. I can pull it up.
Yes, Jersey Shore, the note. It'll come right up. This is season 2 of Jersey Shore. It's the climax of the series. I know Brian, hung on until the end with Family Vacation and whatnot.
I still watch the Family Vacation, and season 1 to me was so good because they didn't know what they were going to become.
But they went
this
to
season,
Miami, and things also got pretty crazy there, including the note.
Yes.
Which is one of the greatest moments in TV history, and by proxy, according to Kenzie, one of the great moments in the history of America.
And 250, let's go.
Yeah.
Did you find the note or no? Maybe we come back?
I found it.
Okay, go ahead.
Sam, the first night at bed when you left, Ron made out with 2 girls and put his head in between a cocktail waitress's breasts. Also was grinding with multiple fat women. When you left crying at Clutch, Ron was holding hands and dancing with a female and took down her number. Multiple people in the house know, therefore you should know the truth. That changed history.
I got to admit, Kenzie, Your list is incredible.
Pretty good.
I don't know what you were nervous about. The 4 greatest moments, the Mount Rushmore of the greatest events in U.S. history. You're talking about the invention of the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The first Twilight book. I'm not so much on that one. But anyway, the Twilight book coming out, about the frozen margarita machine, and then who wrote the letter, Jersey Shore.
Yes.
That's a hell of a Mount Rushmore.
These things have all defined me. This is my Mount Rushmore.
And you feel that's defined America as well in 250 years, all those events.
Yeah. But mainly me, my experience in America.
I say this in all honesty. Congratulations.
Well done.
That's better than my list. I don't know. I may have to make some adjustments in the commercial break here. We come back, my list and Case's list on the Mount Rushmore, what we die on, the hill we die on. Mount Rushmore, coming up here, the Brian and Kenzie Q101 in 6 minutes.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Well, you're in the middle of the Mount Rushmore of the greatest events in American history in the last 250 years in celebration of July 4th weekend, America 250. And Kenzie almost vetoed this. Instead, she came through with one of the hardest lists to possibly beat from myself and Case in the Mount Rushmore of the greatest events of U.S. history. And if you're new to the show, we've done cheese, we've done potatoes, and now we're doing this. Every quarter, we do about one of these. And this is it today, going into the weekend, kind of a last-minute, audible to call it. So Kenzie did the invention of the beach, the Twilight book coming out, the invention of the frozen margarita machine,
Hell yeah.
and the letter episode in the Jersey Shore, Who Wrote the Letter, which was pinnacle in television in 2010. Kenzie, that list, except for the Twilight book, didn't affect me at all, but the other 3 things affect me.
Thank you.
So I'm taking that as it affects America, not just you.
Thank you.
That was incredible. What a great list. She was almost threw up before she did the list. She was so nervous. And to be clear, we've taken off, freeing the slaves and other rights things on
Advocating
this.
for human rights.
Yeah.
Human rights would obviously beat everything on the list. All of them. So we know that.
Are you sure it beat the Jersey Shore episode?
Yes.
Okay. I was supposed to go first, then Case, then Kenzie, but I'm glad we did your list first because I think you might have adjusted it, and you didn't. It was pure honesty, and I loved it. That was a great list, Kenzie. Now, Case, you're going to go up here.
Yeah.
So the Mount Rushmore of the greatest events in U.S. history in your eyes.
It's tough. Like I mentioned earlier, the second thing that I thought of once I Googled it, turns out happened in England, so I had to take that off the board. That was going to be the Titanic setting sail. I knew they were going to New York. I wasn't really sure where they took off from, but I thought, hey, it was probably good when that boat launched. Turns out in England.
Kenzie, I think Case thought it was like a booze cruise in New York and just kind of went around the harbor and then it sank. Hit an iceberg out there.
They were doing karaoke on the Titanic, right?
It's so funny.
So can't put the Titanic on there because by the time it got to America, it was in the water, which is a bummer. So that was no good. I think I'll go chronological for mine.
Okay, go for it. Let's
mine
hear
are all
this.
20th and 21st century. I didn't go back to the 1800s like Kenzie did. My list starts because, as I've said before, nothing happened until like 40 years ago.
Yeah, Declaration of Independence, bah.
Well, the Declaration of Independence was first. That doesn't mean it was best.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of things since then that I like more.
Well, like?
Like 1922.
1922.
In Chicago, no less.
Okay.
The invention of the milkshake.
What?
That's America. We did that at a Walgreens in Chicago.
At a Walgreens?
At a Walgreens. Pharmacies used to be different. Hard to explain.
Pharmacies, pharmacies did have like ice cream and stuff like that.
Pharmacies were the closest thing we had to Costco until Costco.
Yeah.
Guy said, you know what? I like this ice cream. What if I made it into a milkshake? And he freaking did it.
So just out of nowhere, just threw some milk and ice cream together with some syrup.
And coined it, the malted milk, which is now known as the first modern milkshake.
Well, that's fantastic.
Think about that. Think about how good a milkshake is.
I'm just can't think about, why isn't there a big milkshake in front of the bean, like a statue of a milkshake
instead of the
container?
bean, it should be a freaking shake.
We can have the bean, but a milkshake cup next to it.
Now, European didn't do that. No one from Japan, no one from China. That was America that did that.
Yeah, they can't come up with that.
I can believe that. I can believe we did that.
And then
They're like, I want to make sure I can eat this ice cream while I'm working, so it needs a straw.
And then Dick Portillo came along and goes, what if we threw some cake in this milkshake?
Yeah, exactly.
I can believe we did that also.
Let's get really fat.
That would be like if we took the actual Mount Rushmore and put a hat on one of the presidents. That's what the cake shake was like. We're built on top of it.
I love it. I love the milkshake in Chicago.
1969. You ever heard of it?
Heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moon landing.
Oh.
We did that.
Yeah, we did.
And that is, and
Well-
I know Kenzie once saw like one TikTok that questioned it, and now she thinks she's some genius.
I don't think I'm a genius. I've never said that.
You really don't believe we landed on the moon?
I'm not sure. That's how I feel.
If you had to go one side or the other, you lean toward no.
I guess.
It's okay. You can-
Probably lean no. I'm stuck in the middle, I think.
yeah.
Eileen, yes. And I think it's crazy that in 1969, barely any color TVs,
Yeah.
we took a rocket in Earth and put it on the moon.
Right?
And then they were like, hey, that's not enough. Let's go hit a golf ball up there.
Well, while you're up there, you might as well.
Might as well.
Yeah.
The whole one small step for man, giant leap for mankind, that's a bar.
And the thing is, like as I've talked about with the recent mission, we're trying to go back now because we did do a little circle, a little drive-by of the moon. That was 50-some years ago,
Yes.
and we should be living up there by now.
We should, or at least just we should be able to visit more often.
Yeah, yeah,
And a monumental achievement.
yeah.
No other country's done it.
No.
They barely have milkshakes.
They're milkshakes, and they never golfed on the moon.
No.
And,
Bunch of idiots.
poor Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong says, hey, give me a glass of Tang. And then he walks out. He walked out and took the first step.
He cracked open his tab soda. All of a sudden, he was late.
All right, the milkshake and the moon landing so far in your Mount Rushmore of U.S. history events.
Only a few years after that, 1969, the moon landing. 1973.
You don't like the 70s, do you?
70s are complicated.
Yeah.
60s are complicated. 80s suck.
Oh, God.
Yeah. 1973. It's funny. Somebody mentioned something similar to this on the text line. Same wavelength. It's nice to know I'm in good company. 70s are complicated. I typically hate classic rock. That being said,
Okay.
the day that Leonard Skinner wrote Freebird,
Oh, my goodness.
one of the most consequential days in American history. If I leave here tomorrow, will you still remember me?
Yeah.
The guitar solo?
So they wrote it then or was released in 73?
Same year.
Okay, same. They
year.
wrote
No,
it.
Trust me, they wrote Freebird. They said, we got to get in the studio. Let's not sit on this one.
We got to get this bitch out.
We gotta
Come on.
that's what Leonard Skinner said. That's what Ronnie Van Zant said. He said, we got to get this bitch out.
Yeah, Freebird changed everything. Without question. The guitar solo, it changed having a good time. I associate that song with being sad.
Interesting.
I don't know if it's
Can you
sad.
explain to me, love the song, why it changed everything? I guess I'm confused.
Because it was, I believe, the first 7-minute song to get on radio and become a #1 hit.
Well, it was probably the only 7-minute song to get on radio. I don't think it pioneered a bunch of 7-minute songs.
No, there was like Inagata Devita's like about 18 minutes long. There was a lot of stuff like that.
Let me phrase it to you this way, Kenzie. How did it change America? Because it's badass. Because it's awesome.
Yeah.
Because Freebird still hits as hard as it did then now. I heard Freebird last night. I lost my mind.
Yeah.
We should play it. We have it teed up.
Kenzie wants to take a little nap. The live
We
version's
should play it
like
every morning.
the
when we
live
start
version
the show.
is like 22 minutes long. The live
It's
version.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It shows what you can do with a lead guitar.
And they had a big plane crash not long after that.
Tough. Thank
Tough.
God they didn't wait to record it. They said, let's record this bitch.
Think about if they'd waited, we wouldn't have it.
No, we wouldn't have it.
That's a lesson. Carpe diem, man. Get out and do something
If you
today.
write a song like Freebird, you better get in the studio.
God.
All right. Invention of milkshakes, moon landing, the day Leonard Skinner wrote Freebird, and my last one, which took place in the summer of 2006.
Okay, we're getting into 2000s now.
Yeah, and I do feel like this is probably the biggest moment in the history of America. Certainly the thing that I most associate with America.
Summer of 06. Is that do with Limp Bizkit?
No, it does not have to do with
Just
Limp
checking.
Bizkit.
I'm trying to think.
So 06.
Yeah.
How old was I? I was 11.
Okay, and Kenzie, what comes to mind when you think summer of 06?
I asked my parents if I could go to the pool.
Okay, well, it wasn't that.
Yep.
Okay.
I think the thing that defines America better than anything else, little thing called the X Games. a little thing called Travis Pastrana landing the first double backflip on a dirt bike. Without question, the greatest moment in the history of our country. Him in his lumberjack dirt bike gear, pulling up on the ramp, not one backflip, which, by the way, that barely missed the cut, was the first time they did a backflip on a dirt bike, Mike Metzger.
Yes.
The double backflip at the X Games, greatest moment in American history, put it on the Mount Rushmore.
The X Games, which started, I believe, almost like 10 years before that.
1995, yeah.
Mid-90s, somewhere in there.
It took a while for them to get rid of the luge and the inline skating and all the nonsense. And in 2006, we finally got there with the double backflip by Travis Pastrana.
You know what's crazy about that is if you sat me on a dirt bike, it was like, all right, I'll do a backflip. I wouldn't even know. I'd like lean back a little. Like, I don't know, how the hell am I supposed to make that happen?
So imagine doing two.
Right. I wouldn't even know how to get a wheel up.
Yeah.
I'm like, is there a button or?
To your point on that, I can't dive into a pool. I can't get my head down. I try to go, I can jump into a pool.
Like a dolphin dive?
Yeah, I can't dive in. I can't get my head down. And to imagine pulling your bike back, and you're holding a bike, by the way.
It's heavy.
They're not light.
No.
And then he does it twice.
Yes.
And he didn't kill himself.
No. That's America.
That is certain. That is America.
That's better than the Declaration.
Probably in there. The X Games. So Kay says the creation of the milkshake here in Chicago, the moon landing, the release of Freebird in '73,
Bingo.
and 2006 X Games where Travis Pastrana does a double backflip.
And a lot of people are texting in, what about the Tony Hawk 900? Love Tony Hawk. Double backflip was better. Double backflip was cooler.
I don't know what's harder, to be
Our
honest.
lists are so different, huh?
Yeah, big difference. Big difference in those lists.
I get it. The 900 was awesome. Double backflip, way cooler.
Chad checked in on the text line, said, Ronnie Van Zant, singer of Skinner, is my Xbox gamer tag I had for 20 years now. Go Case, go Freebird.
Wow.
All right, that's a great list, Case.
Thank you.
That spans America, the greatest events in the last 250 years. My list is coming up in just a minute here, so I'm floored by these lists. This is outstanding. And you're not getting this anywhere else.
No. Why would you listen to any other show?
Yeah. They're talking about human rights and stuff like that as being the best events of all time. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, the Mount Rushmore of the greatest events in 250 years of America in our eyes. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, the Mount Rushmore of the greatest events in American history, 250 years of America in our eyes. And just to go through what Kenzie and Case have already done. So, Kenzie said an invention of the beach. These are all accurate statements, by the way, of what happened in America. The invention of the beach. The Twilight book, the first Twilight book, the Frozen Margarita Machine, and Who Wrote the Letter episode of Jersey Shore.
Yep.
Solid list.
Thank
Case,
you.
also with a solid list, the invention of the milkshake here in Chicago. The moon landing.
Heard of it.
1973, Freebird is released and changes music. And in 2006, Travis Pastrana does a double backflip at the X Games and shocks the world.
Changed my life.
Phenomenal lists. And now it's my turn. The Mount Rushmore of the greatest events in my eyes. And I guess these lists will be up on our socials and you can judge them and break them later. These are the hills we're dying on. How about we go to 1902? The first thing on my Mount Rushmore, 1902, a man named Willis Carrier. Ring a bell?
No.
No.
Kenzie? No?
No.
This mofo invented air conditioning.
Wow.
Now,
Nice.
here's my shot across the bow of both your lists, which are great. You do any of those things without air conditioning, it sucks. Think about it.
The beach?
The beach? Well, we know what's great about the beach? When you go home and shower and get in air conditioning.
Okay, I see.
Isn't that the best? When you get in there
The
from the
best.
hot sun, reading a book, drinking a margarita, watching Jersey Shore, drinking a milkshake, watching the moon landing, listening to Freebird, or watching the X Games.
Yeah, or watching the X
Listening to
Games.
free.
All those things suck without air conditioning.
All right.
1902 he did this.
That's incredible.
I would have thought it was invented in 1978.
Yeah, that's true.
We didn't have air conditioning in my house. My parents were cheap, and they didn't have it until we all left the house. The
You
invention
have a
of
bunch of fans.
yeah, we had fans. We had that one stupid in the ceiling, some kind of vent fan that's supposed to suck hot air out into the attic. Probably not good for the home. Anyway, he invented the Carrier Air Conditioning Company, and just by 2020, that company was worth $18 billion. 53,000 people worked for that air conditioning company after 100 years of doing it. So air conditioning, I just put that on the map, not just because it's hot as F out right now, but because everything else sucks without air conditioning.
Fair.
So that's first on my Mount Rushmore. Second on the list, and it relates to Case talking about the moon landing in 1969. I put on my list 1961 when JFK called the moon shot. This is the only politician in the history of America that took a shot and was right.
He's the only one.
He's the only one. There's no one's been right. There's been no politicians right on anything.
Interesting.
What do you mean?
They all lie to us to get us to vote for them, and then we vote for them. They don't do anything they said they're going to do.
Okay, and you voted for Kennedy off the basis that he was going to send us to the moon?
I went down there. I was at my retirement party, and I went down.
First retirement?
But JFK, I want you to think about what he did in 61. We had no close technology of going to the moon. And he said, we're going to go to the moon by the end of the decade. That would be equivalent right now of someone getting up and saying, a president saying right now, we're going to have teleportation by 2035.
Okay.
We're just like in Star Trek, where you can just go anywhere in the world with teleportation. That's the level that he did in 1961. Just threw it out there. I'm sure he didn't know what he was saying. She goes, well, this
So he was lying, like you just said, to get people to vote for him? Was that your thing?
But he did it. He did what he said he was going to do. At least he sadly, he was assassinated. Didn't get to see it. But it happened because he said it and they did it. And I just think that's the most incredible thing a politician's ever done is he called something and did it.
I'd like to think he saw the moon landing in heaven. They probably were watching that on TV.
I would love to think that. I would love to think he was there. Not in purgatory, in heaven.
No, he was in heaven.
Yeah. Kenzie would still be in purgatory at that time.
Yes.
And JFK would say, I got to go watch the moon landing. And get out of his
Like,
purgatory.
no cutsies.
Finally, I have two more. This is going to be controversial.
Oh, boy.
I understand it's going to be controversial, but I'm putting the entire 1990s on the list of Mount Rushmore.
What?
Such an idiot.
Forget it. The 1990s are on the list as the greatest event in the last...
You can't do that. It's a decade of events.
I can do what I want. It's my list. I can do what I want. I understand the controversy. Come at me, bro. If you
Thank
think...
God he didn't put human rights on there. I'm glad the whole 90s made it.
Now, the 90s, which I lived through, and I understand I'm not putting this on the list because Case and Kenzie weren't really around in the 90s.
True.
Case was born at the end. Kenzie kind of born in the middle of the 90s, somewhere in there.
But didn't really do anything in the 90s.
Didn't really do much except for, eat food and maybe watch a
I
few
learned
cartoons.
to walk.
That's pretty big, actually.
It's a big one for me.
But if you're looking at the first and the things that happened in the 90s, first off, a musical shift from hair metal to grunge.
Thank God.
And then there was actually a ska period.
Thank God.
And a swing music period. And then rap rock started. All in one decade. What have we done since 2016 to now?
JFK would have been able to call that. Am I right?
I'm not saying there's not great music today and love it. I'm just saying the 90s also, we were in naive bliss. We didn't know what was going on half the time. I would have thought the 90s were pretty peaceful globally. Turns out they weren't.
No, open a newspaper.
But we didn't talk about it every second because we weren't bombarded with fear and hate mongering on social media.
Well, no cell phones, so you weren't getting blup, blup, blup.
No cell phones. And I love my cell phone. I love all the technology today, but I got to live in a period where it wasn't there. And it was just joy. Hanging out. The 90s were a great hang. Hanging out, just doing nothing. Chilling with your boys or girls.
Not concerned, right?
Not concerned. Pre 9/11 world was unbelievable. I wish everybody got to experience it.
Pre-COVID, pre-9/11.
Think about it.
Oh.
No
Pre-cell phone?
Didn't need any mental health days.
Well, I'm sure some people still did.
Probably did, but didn't get them.
Brian's like, not this guy.
Yeah. So I know that's controversial, but the whole freaking 90s are on the
Actually,
list.
the text line agrees with you.
Okay, good. Listen, come at me if you don't believe that. But so finally on my list, and this goes to the year 18. This is the only one from 1800s of all of our lists, right?
Kenzie's beach was
No,
in
my
the
beach
late
was in the
1800s.
The beach was made in the 1800s. So in 1875, ring a bell?
Was it the Liberty Bell?
I'm sorry, it was 1885.
Oh, that changes everything.
Nearby, Charles Negreen claimed to have created the hamburger. Soft, flattened meat sandwiches at the Outagamie County Fair in Wisconsin in 1885. The hamburger was absolutely invented. And I want you to think about my first point, air conditioning.
Yeah.
Probably nothing better on earth than sitting in air conditioning and eating a hamburger. And I talk about America.
That's beautiful.
Think about no
Especially
hamburgers.
in the 90s.
Yeah, think about
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.